Hello, Capricorn. I'm Adriana, and thanks for joining me. This month, I am asking a different kind of question for these readings. I am asking the question, what is the rift between you and your soul that is asking for your awareness, attention, and healing at this time? We're using that question as the impetus to move us forward to the next phase on this spiritual journey. I'm asking that question for all of the 12 astrological signs this month. So I do invite you to check out your moon and your rising sign as well. So got a lot of different decks I'm working with here. So just give me a second while I shuffle everything for you. Okay. All right, so we're going to start with a major arcana card from the Foxara Tarot deck. I call it my fairy deck, but it's really for Hexa deck. I do not speak Swedish, so I am probably pronouncing that not entirely accurately. But, okay, major arcana card, theme card for Capricorn, please. 2 coming out. Death and the Hierophant. So the big themes we're looking at this month for you, Capricorn, are about release, and specifically the release of old beliefs, old systems. So this could be networks of people as well. Old systems that don't work for you anymore, that do not nurture you, and do not give you the true grounding that you seek. So this is interesting. Taurus is associated with the Hierophant, and Scorpio is associated with the Death card, and that's one axis, that's one pole. So we've got Taurus-Scorpio themes here, and that's currently aligned with the North and South nodes of our time right now. So this is more than just your energy here. This is also a collective reading, but down on your level, this is about the examination of networks and understanding that is the deep release of certain networks that opens the new doors for you. And we'll see what else comes up for you. But the biggest energy that's kind of poking out here is that fear of change, the fear of something different. These are both fixed signs, Taurus and Scorpio, and neither one, well, Taurus especially, does not like change. Scorpio is more open to it because it's exciting, it's transformative. So examine, Capricorn, are you holding on somewhere where you're just afraid of change? Or are you holding on in a way that is causing stagnation and heaviness for you? Okay, so keep going with this energy for us, please. What is the next message? What is the rift that needs to be healed? So roots are really what feed the tree, right? Roots are what search for the deep water, and yes, the leaves photosynthesize and all, but what's really interesting about trees is that we don't see half the tree. The root system is underground, it's hidden, it's in our subconscious essentially. So it is imperative that our root system, our own roots, are seeking out nourishing water. We're seeking out situations, we're seeking out relationships, we're seeking out people that truly nourish us from the ground up. That's what I'm talking about, networks and people. This is personal life as well as professional life, because if you're not being nourished by your networks, these aren't the right networks for you. Okay, what else, please? Okay, looks like middle 3 and bottom 1 out of here. So the Fool, 6 of Cups. Fool is walking away from the 6 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles, what we would expect to see. And the 5 of Pentacles. It's like there's nothing left for me here anymore. And it's time for me to go away. So 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and the Fool. This is really a quite beautiful spread and quite beautiful reading for what we're talking about, because the 5 of Pentacles is that energy of nothing's there for me, nothing's around me. It can traditionally mean financial hardship or something you're struggling with. In this more spiritual reading, we're looking at the bigger meaning of it, which is about lack. There's nothing there for me. There's nothing nourishing for me here. And really interesting, the Hierophant, this figure here, this is also a 5 card. This is a 5 card. It's really similar body language. So it's like you're looking around going, there isn't anything. The 7 of Pentacles comes in to say this is the time to cut off the past. 6 of Cups. And again, cups, relationships, people, strands that are holding you. Now this is where it gets tricky, and Capricorn, you're going to have to figure out what this specifically means for you. Is this an energy pattern that you're holding on to on the inside? So is this having to do with a belief system about people or about family members? Or is this literally people on the outside that you need to walk away? It's likely it's a little bit of both. But the point is that you're ready to cut off the past and you're ready to start your new journey. The Fool coming out for you. And really it's the Fool walking away from the Hierophant. So this is the energy of liberation. This is the energy of being released. We talked about released with the Death card. Being released from the past and never having to go there again. The Fool is kind of like Uranus energy, which is more innovative, forward-thinking, rebellious even. So it's literally rebelling against the past. So Capricorn, this may be a little bit strange if you are very traditional, liking history, liking the connection to the past kind of person. This is rebellion. This is saying, no, not anymore. This isn't working. I'm going to get deeper into this guy. Can you tell me more about the 6 of Cups, please? I'm actually going to, no, we're going to stay in the Druids. Now, I'll also be creating an extended reading that's going to go even further and also pull out more messages for you, including advice on exactly how to proceed with this. So I'll tell you how to get there at the end of this video. Okay, tell me more about the 6 of Cups, please. All right, clarifiers are 10 of Cups, family, and 6 of Pentacles. So we're looking at the ties to the family, the obligatory ties to the family. So where you feel obligated to give and what you feel obligated to give, what you feel obligated to take. But we're looking at a relationship that's not equal. That's our 6 of Pentacles here, where either you're giving more or you're taking more. It sounds to me like it's about giving too much, but the focus here is more the fact that you're in this unequal relationship. So having to do more or be more to be accepted by the family, that is the old way of being. And there's something else that wants to come through. So just give me a second here. There's some codependence going on. So making them happy, keeping them happy in order for you to be happy as well, or feeling like their happiness depends on you. The lack of independence, or I want to say it's a scarcity of independence. So Capricorn, it sounds like there's things that you're doing just because you've always done them a certain way. That's a tradition that can come up with the Hierophant, and you're not really thinking about why you're doing them. And so this is the time to question the old ways, all the old ways of doing things, all the habitual ways of interacting with family members. This is a time to question all of them, because some of them aren't working for you anymore. Right, I want to go to an advice card, and I will go deeper into this dynamic in the extended, but for now, let's go. This reading went very fast, I have to say. It felt very fast to me on this end. So I think, Capricorn, that's a good sign, because that means that you're ready to move forward quickly. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so middle two from this deck. We have potential gateway, that's exciting. And ideal course of action. And she's looking over at that potential gateway. Okay, so there's a decision that has to be made here, Capricorn. A decision that you're ready to walk through that gateway, to walk through this new world. And look, this is so fascinating because we've been talking about trees, right? But it's like the roots are making this platform that is rising or elevating, and it's kind of unbounded. So the release of these old stagnant roots that have been bogging you down, that's what can create this uplifting, upward energy that brings you through that new dimension, that new space into your new start. But the ideal course of action is talking about one thing at a time. Let's not get overwhelmed by the details. First, we have to figure out where it is that you're going. And I really feel like the message here, Capricorn, is about rising, that you're rising up and you're rising above. This floating tree gateway world is so fascinating. And whereas you were stuck on the ground before in the Hierophant, and look at those big roots, the death releases you, the transformation releases you, and then you come through this new space. So this is more about aligning with the big picture first, and then figuring out your course of action, figuring out what steps you want to take to do this. And so I would start by looking at these habitual familial interactions, and I would start by asking, okay, are these working for me? Am I giving too much? Is this an equal give and take? Is this beneficial for both of us? Start weeding through there, and then start asking. There's different ways to ask, right? You can ask your guides, you can ask your higher self, you can ask yourself in meditation. I'm always happy to help if you need something outside of you. If you need someone to illuminate what's in you, I do offer readings and that kind of support. So if you need that, there's information below. But start to see, is this a shift that I feel I need to make now? Start to see, is this a shift that I'm ready to make now? And then every little piece will start to fall into place. Because if I say like, okay, you got to change your whole network, it's like, whoa, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of things. Where do I start? I'm overwhelmed. I can't do it. It's not that. It's let's align with this shift of intention first, and then let's see what the steps are. Okay, so I'm going to continue to draw cards. I still want to get deeper into these, and I want to also go deeper into these two. What's really in front of you once you release all this stuff. So if you'd like to join me over there, link is in the description below, and I will see you soon.